I gotta find my chat on my computer really quick. But in today's stream, I'm gonna be talking about quite a few things. One of the things is there will be a new DJI event on January 23rd, at least it's scheduled right now. DJI has called it Adventure Unfolds, so kind of gives a little bit of a hint of what possibly may be at the event. Many people have speculated that it will be about a new Mavic drone, which if you saw the thumbnail, maybe you didn't, maybe you clicked on notifications, you guys are awesome. But this thing right now, pretty cool, but apparently DJI might be releasing a new one. I'm sorry for like the really bad exposure right now. I just now realized that and I don't know how to fix it. Hold up. Because I don't think, does this allow, I don't know if this stream allows for me to, no it doesn't, that's sad. I was checking to see if I could just tap, because back here right now I have my subscriber count, because I'm getting really close to 17K, so that's pretty exciting. But anyways, I just now found my chat. Had to pull it up on my computer so then I can read from there instead of just on this screen. But hello to everybody who's joined in. I appreciate everybody who's joined in. If you are new to this channel and you've never subscribed before, consider subscribing, and everybody in here, give this video a thumbs up so then more people can join in, find this. Anyways, so like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, there wasn't many people in here, so I'll just re-say it. There is going to be a DJI event on January 23rd of 2018, and the event's called Adventure Unfolds, and just by reading the title, it kind of gives a little bit of a hint of what it might include. It might, many people have speculated that it's going to be about a new Mavic drone. So another drone that folds up from DJI. I'm really excited to see what they have, but I wanted to show the quick little teaser clip that they uploaded to their YouTube channel. So I apologize for this not great setup, but here you go.
We are but billions of atoms and molecules buzzing together in harmony. And yet, from the seemingly insignificant size comes formidable strength and power. We are all struck from the same elements, from something so small, the beginnings of something truly mighty. The question is, are we ready for what's to come?
Alright, so there you go. That is the photo of that. It has a slight picture of what might be to come, and many people have speculated that it will be a new DJI Mavic Air. That's what they think the name's going to be, so I'm really interested to see what would be in that. One thing for you guys, what would you guys be interested in seeing on this new DJI drone? For me personally, I would like to see, considering I now have a Mavic, saying it maybe might be a Mavic, what would you guys like to see? But for me, definitely probably a little bit better camera. This thing, I mean, it's good, it's pretty good, and it definitely is so much better than the past DJI Mavic, or DJI Phantom 3 standard that I had, but the sensor size is pretty small, so when shooting in lower light, it's not that great. So I would really like to see a better camera on it, but it is great how it is now. Another thing is people are saying that it might have obstacle avoidance on the rear. So it might have 360 obstacle avoidance, which would be really interesting to see as well. But yeah, that's what I would like to see. What are you guys saying? Let me see if anybody said anything. OMG, just got my Mavic Pro Platinum 2 days ago. Nice. I got it a couple weeks ago. I got it on Christmas Day. I bought myself it as a Christmas present, but yeah. Are you still gonna, this is not to do with the Mavic, but are you still gonna do more videos with Phantom 3? That is a great question. Yes. At the moment, I don't have any like video ideas for either of the drones, like the Mavic or the Phantom 3, which is up there, over there. But I definitely will be continuing making videos about it. But also, one more thing that I just wanted to mention that you probably have never actually even heard of. DJI actually released another drone, and you may not have heard about it because it didn't really make that big of headlines, but it is called the DJI Tello, and it looks pretty promising because if you take a look at it, it is pretty small, and it's basically a competitor to the, well, not even a competitor, but it is the same size pretty much, if not smaller than the Spark. So if you've never seen this, yeah, I hadn't seen it either. Like a couple weeks ago, I learned about it. I just haven't said anything about it, but it is priced at $99 US, and one cool thing about it is that it will be programmable. Like the user will be able to change some of the software, which I find pretty interesting because like pretty much all up to this point, DJI is pretty much, it's really similar to Apple. Like, you know how Apple doesn't like a lot of customization and stuff like that. DJI is kind of similar, but with this Tello, you're gonna be able to change up stuff, and I find that that's probably gonna be really interesting. I'm not entirely sure when the release date will be, but a little bit more information about it is that it's supposedly supposed to have 13-minute flight time. The camera isn't that great, but it is $100, let me remind you, and it's a drone. It's 720p, so that's pretty interesting. It has 5-megapixel photos, and yeah, it looks pretty small. It actually looks a little bit smaller. It might be smaller than the Spark, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Also has Intel inside it. That's one of the big things. But if you'd like to check that out yourself, just search DJI Tello and it will come up. And you can read more about that. But I think it's supposed to come out probably, my guess, I'm not entirely sure, but my guess is it's supposed to come out like January, end of January, beginning of February. But I'm not entirely sure, so I can't fully say. But it's definitely something interesting to me. Had you guys heard about that? Let me know. Have you guys heard of that? Because that was definitely something I didn't know of. Trying to read some of you guys' comments. Waiting for them to load because it's like scrolling down right now because I had the page closed. DJI and Apple are in the same bed together, so that's true. I mean, DJI sells stuff at the Apple store, so that's one thing. Hi Carson, hello. Everybody who's saying hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, so those were the two big things that I really wanted to say. I'm not entirely sure if DJI will be releasing anything else on that 23rd event, but they might, and they might be showing off the Tello there. So there will probably be some people there, like YouTubers and stuff, who will make videos over it, which I'll be interested on. But yeah, so now that I talked about that, let's actually get into like some Q&A questions. So I guess just ask away some questions. But yeah, you can ask me really anything. Carson, you're the best drone pilot ever. Thank you, Miss Speakerman. DJI software is pretty much suited for iPhones. Yeah, that is true. I've heard from a lot of my viewers, since I have like a really broad audience, that a lot of times that some of the features don't work as great on like Android phones as iPhones, which is really, really kind of dumb that they favor iPhones over Android, because there's a big market out there of people with Android. So yeah, I find that strange, but yeah. I want a Mavic size waterproof drone. That would be interesting. I mean, I guess flying in the rain, like maybe some light rain, but besides that, I can't really think of why you'd want a waterproof, but it would be nice. I mean, if you ever left it outside or something, or I'm not really sure, but if it got wet for some reason, at least you would know that it was even water resistant would be nice, because then it wouldn't be as likely to break or become destroyed or whatever. Yeah, I heard they also released racing goggles. Yes, that is one thing. They also DJI also released some racing goggles for, think most of the drones that were already supported with the other VR headset that they had or whatever. But yeah, so there's that. Also, at CES, they also released a new handheld, what is it? Why can't I think of that? Mobile, whatever, the stabilizer. And they also released a, probably, it seems like a competitor to Zhiyun. They released a new stabilizer for larger cameras, like a DSLR or a camera like this that will stabilize this, which I am really interested in. I wonder how much, I'm not entirely sure what the price of that's going to be yet, but I wonder if it's comparable to like the Zhiyun, no, it's not Smooth. I can't think of what the name is right now, but there is a Zhiyun, oh, Crane, that's what it's called. It's called the Zhiyun Crane, and I wonder if it's comparable to that at all. I'd love to check out either one, but they're pretty expensive, so that's one thing that's kind of, yeah, I don't know. Will you ever fly your Phantom 3 again? Please answer. Yeah, I already answered that earlier. I will still continue flying it, but I have at the moment been flying my Mavic more often because it's more portable and stuff, so yeah. Any plans for another trip after Mexico? Mexico was very interesting. I really enjoyed it. One thing that I may be traveling to, I think this summer I may be going to VidCon 2018. What do you guys think about that? Are any of you guys going to be at VidCon? Let me know. I might be able to have like a small meet-up-ish type of thing if I end up going. So yeah, but before then, I don't think I'm really traveling anywhere, but definitely probably VidCon. It's not fully decided yet, but I'm really hopeful that I will be going to VidCon. Hey Carson, have you ever had a gyroscope error on your standard? I have not. I haven't even heard of that. What is that? It probably has to do with like, you probably need to calibrate the IMU. That might fix the problem. I try calibrating everything, including the IMU and stuff like that, but if that doesn't work, then I'm not really sure. I've never heard of that error. Do you have a job? No. Other than YouTube, I do not have a job right now. I don't really have time for a job, so I don't really have one. Are you going to review the Teledrone? I would love to review the Teledrone. I signed up for reminders, so as soon as it is in stock and DJI is selling it, I'm probably going to buy it, because, I mean, it's a $100 drone. It looks pretty promising and interesting to check out, so, yeah, I think I will be checking it out when it actually releases, but at the moment it's not released, so sadly can't even pre-order or anything like that, so yeah, but I probably will be checking that out. Are you jealous of the new DJI Mavic? What? There is no new DJI Mavic at the moment. I mean, there's this Platinum, which I have the Platinum. This is technically the newest Mavic in the lineup at the moment, but if there will be the new Mavic Air that has been speculated, then I'll probably be pretty jealous of it, considering I just got that. So that's gonna kind of stink if they do come up with one that has like way better features or whatever. Why didn't you get a Phantom 4 Pro or something? I got the Mavic because of the portability. I was considering getting like the Phantom 4, but the size just, I don't know. Since I already have that up there, I kind of wanted to just stick with a smaller drone, so that's why I chose to be, just to get the Mavic opposed to like a larger drone. Hey Carson, it's almost 1 p.m. here in Finland and I'm going to go to sleep. Good night. Before I'm going to sleep, what is your option about Finland? I don't know. I've never really learned much about Finland and I've never been there, but good night. And I'm pretty sure you mean 1 a.m. If you're going to bed at 1 p.m., are you guys crazy? Say my name, it's my birthday. Mitchell, there you go. Hello, Zack Attack. What's the new DJI $100 drone? The new $100 drone is Tello. I talked about it earlier. It is a smaller drone. It is programmable, and it's It's actually kind of marketed towards kids more than like more adults and stuff. But one thing that's interesting about it is that it is 88, or not 88, 80 grams according to The Verge, which is interesting because the Spark is 300 grams. And if you've ever lifted a Spark, that thing is already pretty light. So I wonder how large the battery is in milliamp hours on the Tello, because 80 grams, that's not that much. It's pretty crazy. But it's just, yeah, it's a new drone. I definitely want to check it out when I can. What did they present at the event? They have not presented yet because it is January, what even is today? 30th is January, no, 20th. Wow, I'm so dumb. January 20th, and the event is on the 23rd, so yeah. Are you happy with your purchase of the Mavic Pro Platinum? Yes, absolutely. Hold up, before answering the rest of that question, this is bugging me. I have my light, and it's pretty bright right now. Wait, now it's not allowing me to adjust it. Oh, wow, okay, never mind. I was gonna try and adjust my light up there. I got a new light for Christmas, but it's not allowing me to dim it right now. But anyways, am I happy with the Mavic Pro Platinum purchase? Yes, I am. It's a really great drone, and I got it for only $640, so I got a lot of money off for this thing, because the way that I got it for $640 opposed to $1,100 is all you guys out there who are awesome and purchasing through the DJI affiliate links that I leave in the comments and the descriptions of my videos. All the people who bought through that, they got me a lot of DJI credits, which allowed me to get this thing, which is made me really happy that I was able to get it for such a good price. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I would highly suggest it to anybody out there who is planning on getting a new drone soon. But actually, I take that back. You should probably wait and see what is released at the new DJI event on the 23rd, because if there's like a new Mavic Air and it's like way better than the Platinum, then I would definitely wait if I were you. Don't plan on getting the Mavic like right now. Just wait a couple days and see what DJI has to offer. How quiet is the drone compared to the Phantom? It is extremely quiet. It is insane. I mentioned it at like 2 of my videos, I think, from Mexico. That thing is really quiet compared to the Phantom. Like, it's insane. When I first heard it, I was like, what? I was really confused about it because it was just so quiet. But yeah, it's really quiet. And I've never heard the regular or the older Mavic Pro, so it would be interesting to know the sound difference between that and this Platinum. But I mean, either way, compared to the Phantom 3 standard, it is much quieter. So yeah, please help, Phantom 4 or Mavic. I mean, it really depends on your use case. The Phantom 4 definitely has a larger sensor and works better if you're using it more for like actual professional things, which if you are using it for professional uses, like for making money and stuff, then make sure that you get a Part 107 if you're in the United States. If you didn't see my last video, wow, totally trying to shout out my last video. But if you haven't seen my last video, go check it out. I passed my Part 107. Oh, I don't have the certificate in here right now, but I passed my Part 107 sUAS test, which allowed me to get my drone license, which is called Part 107, in the United States to fly under, like to actually make money from drone clips and stuff like that. You need to have a drone license. So that's what I did, and I passed with an 88%. Spoiler alert. Actually, it's in the title, so it's not spoiler alert, but yeah, so back to the question. If you're using it for more professional uses, or you're planning on like getting really great photos and videos and stuff out of your drone, then definitely the Phantom 4. But not to say that the Mavic camera quality is bad, it's just not, you know, as good. But it definitely is really good. Even for like most average people, it would be amazing to them. I mean, it's really great to me. So yeah, but the Mavic is more for portability. So if you need to carry your drone around, then yeah, I would definitely recommend Mavic then over the Phantom 4. But either way, both great drones. So yeah, the Tello is being released in March in the United States. Oh, it's March? Oh, that's much later than. Where'd you get that information from, Connor? That's much later than I expected it would have been. But all right. Well, at least it will be spring by then, or at least warmer, and won't be freezing like it is right now. In Indiana, at least. In other states, it's probably pretty warm. Do you have a GoPro? Yeah, I used to have it sitting in my room. It's actually not mine, but it's my brother's. However, he does not really use it, so I actually kind of half own it because I use it more frequently than him. So yeah, it's the Hero 4 Session is what I have, or my brother and I have. Yeah, best beginner drone. I still, to this day, I mean, I still would recommend the Phantom 3 Standard, DJI Phantom 3 Standard. It's a great drone, and I started off with that, and I used it for over a year, and it's been just a great drone. So I don't know. I mean, maybe other people have other opinions on what the best beginner drone is, but I really think the Phantom 3 Standard is a great drone. I mean, the Spark, there's a lot of controversy over my video and the Spark and the Phantom 3 Standard, but the Spark, I mean, is also an okay drone. But if you're wanting a larger drone where you can really, like, you know, learn the basis of flying a drone, I mean, it still has, like, positioning, GPS positioning on the Phantom 3 Standard, but it doesn't have, like, obstacle avoidance and stuff like that. So if you'd really like to learn to fly a drone, well, I mean, get a drone that doesn't have GPS positioning. But the Phantom 3 Standard is a great drone. I totally went off topic there with saying that, but whatever. It's a great drone. The Mavic can fly about 400 feet legally. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're answering to, but yeah, for all the people who are always, people ask me this all the time. They're like, hey, can you make a video showing how high the Phantom 3 Standard can go, or how high the Mavic can go? You know, I would love to be able to test its boundaries in that way, but to legally fly in the United States with the drone, you can't fly over 400 feet for hobbyists. But if you are a Part 107 holder, you can fly 400 feet above structures and 400 feet from structures, like to the side of it. So say you had like a really tall building. Say this is a building right now, and like down here is ground level and up here is like 1,000 feet. If you had to like take a video of that building, then you would be able to fly 400 feet above the top of that building. So it'd be 1,400 feet instead of 400 feet, which would be like down here. So that's only if you are a commercial flyer, so don't do that if you are a hobbyist. But yeah, for all the people who are always asking me, can you please height test the Mavic and stuff, which, I mean, I suppose I can now because I'm a Part 107 holder, but I would need to be within, like, distance of a tower. Like, I'd have to actually be filming that tower. So, I mean, I guess I could in that sense, but even still, after you're getting up pretty high, then you're getting into some airspace, and you can't do that unless you get, like, a waiver to do that. So yeah, or authorization, not a waiver, sorry. But yeah, any tips on how to transport during travels? That's an interesting question. Let me go grab, I'll take you with me. For my Mavic, I'm not really sure for the 3 Standard, but for the Mavic, I bought these cases right here, which I will link later down in the description after the stream is over, if I remember that. But these cases right here are amazing. These two cases came together, and they were only like $7, I think, on Amazon, which is an amazing price, honestly, for Mavic cases. But they work great. I put my Mavic in here. Came with this remote controller holder, and it also came with this holder for the drone itself. And together, these things protected my drone really well. I traveled with them to Mexico, and yeah, they're really high quality, honestly. Like, they really surprised me with the quality once I received them. anyways, those are what I use for the Mavic. And for the Phantom 3 Standard, I've actually never traveled like a long distance with them, so, or with it, so I don't really have any suggestions in that case, sorry. Yeah, congrats on part 107. I got the Phantom 3, what did that say? I got the Phantom 3 Standard because of you, and you should be paid by DJI. I would love to be paid by DJI. I mean, in a way, I kind of am for the people who are purchasing through my affiliate links, and that's how I got the Mavic, but, yeah, I mean, if DJI, like, paid me to review drones, I would totally be down. That'd be awesome. Also, one more thing I just thought of for the Mavic, if you're traveling with the Mavic, I got this PGY Tech protector here. It goes on the controller, and it protects the actual, I was just charging my drone batteries actually right now, but it goes actually on the joysticks to protect it from, oops, went the wrong way, to protect the little joysticks from being moved around while like throwing this in your bag or something like that. This thing works great. I wish I could tell you, I got it from Amazon, but I don't know like the direct link to purchase it right now, but it works great. It's really hard plastic, and yeah, I actually use this and this case down here to travel with it, just to be extra secure. So if you'd like to see this being put in there, just put in like so, and then you can zip it up. And it's great. Will you buy a Spark? I'm not gonna say no, because I might like maybe far down in the future, but at the moment I don't have any plans to. Hey, how are you? I'm from France and I'm watching your YouTube video. Thanks for all you do. What do you think about the Phantom 3 SE? That's an interesting question. I haven't really read much about the Phantom 3 SE, but it does look really interesting because it has a little bit more features than the Phantom 3 Standard, but it's almost like part of, it's almost the Phantom 3 Standard in a way, but yeah, I don't know, I haven't read much about it. Does anybody watching this right now, are any of you an owner of the Phantom 3 SE? If you are, let me know, but I personally haven't ever seen it around like in stores or anything like that, so I don't know. A couple more questions, then I'm gonna end this stream so then it's not too long. Oh, also, if you haven't yet, give this stream a thumbs up if you liked it. It's definitely a little bit different than past streams. And also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, follow me at CarsonMTech on like literally everything. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Google+. I don't use Google+ that much, but I've actually never used Google+. But follow me all there if you'd like to see more stuff from me. But a couple more questions. Favorite drone app, DJI Stock, Litchi, or etc. Have you tried any of the drone simulators on Steam? Drone Racing League is super accurate to real life and pretty fun. I have not, with the last part of your question, I've not ever tried any simulators on Steam. I don't even own a Steam account actually, but my brother Preston does, so I suppose if I wanted to get any of the simulators, I could get them from him on his account, but I personally, I'm not a gamer, so I don't have a Steam account. But for the beginning part of your question, favorite drone app, I've only ever used the DJI Go app, so I can't really attest to any other apps out there. I've never tried Litchi or Litchi, I don't know how you say it, or other apps. So yeah, sorry I can't answer that question, but I'm sure there are some other great ones out there, but one of the biggest other ones is definitely Litchi, so yeah. What do you think about GeoForce now, especially for Mac? Oh, GeForce is what you meant. I don't know. I'm not really a gamer, but I'm pretty sure that is like a gamer thing, right? It allows you to game on Macs and stuff without big GPUs. At least I think, but whatever. Has anyone gifted you money while you are on live streaming. Yes, actually. Man, I wish I could remember the people's names. A couple people did back in like June and July. Back in those days, there was like one guy who donated like a grand total of like $120 on my streams, and I was like, "What the heck? You were so nice." But also, some people have donated some small amounts, like $2, $5, whatever. So that's pretty awesome. Nobody has like since then, which is fine. But yeah, that's like the largest super chat that I've ever received, which is awesome. Fight me on Fortnite. Listen, I don't game. I apologize, but I would love to like, you know, game with some of the people out there if I was a gamer, but I just don't really enjoy gaming that much. So love your streams, Carson. Please do more in the future. Thank you. I will try to do more in the future. I want to like upgrade this. Like this is basically a beta stream right now because this is the first time that I've ever streamed like in this position here in my room. I definitely want to get it set up so that I can be using, oh, what's the program called? I can't even think of what it's called right now. OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, whatever. So then I could be using that on my Mac. I just today purchased a new webcam so then I can have an external camera to be using for streams. So I hope to be having a better streaming here for in the future so then I can actually like read off my screen and have just a better overall plan. So just keep in mind, this is definitely a beta here. So yeah, which is also why I'm like looking to the left because I have my phone streaming right now with my computer reading comments. But yeah, BTEC, what the heck is BTEC? Will you get the Google glasses? I'm pretty sure those were dead back in like 2014, so no, probably not. What is the best weather to fly in? Definitely warm weather. So, yeah. Katie's mom says hi. Hello, Patty. How you doing? Thanks for joining in on the stream. Welcome. If you could fly any DJI drone, what would be? Definitely the Inspire. The Inspire 2 looks amazing. Or Phantom 4 would definitely be pretty awesome, but probably the Inspire. Or, I mean, if I'm getting really hardcore and insane, then those larger, I don't know the names of some of the larger DJI drones, but like the ones that are like octocopters with like 8 propellers, those would be interesting. But I don't think I'd ever get my hands on those, really. I mean, maybe. Probably not, though, so. Yeah. Will the DJI Phantom 3 standard be a good beginner drone? Yeah, I said that earlier. It's a great drone. I used it for, like, over a year, so I'd highly recommend it. It's the Matrix 600. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Matrix, those look awesome. I don't know, they're probably pretty difficult to fly, but they look pretty awesome. Dude, what do you use to edit? I use Final Cut Pro. I made a video about this back in like, I don't know, summer of 2017, and I showed like my entire editing process and like how I make my videos. So if you'd like to know more about how I like make my videos and stuff, definitely go check out that video. Just look back in like summer of 2017 and you'll be able to find it. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Charles Patterson. Thank you so much for donating. You're awesome. Is there new drone coming out? By the way, I donated before. You have donated before? Thank you for donating. Is there a new drone coming out? Yes. Well, definitely, because there's a DJI event on January 23rd. But like I said earlier, there's already one that has been out, and many people haven't heard of it. It's called the DJI Tello, which is $99, and it's pretty interesting. But yeah, so I personally think it's probably going to be a Mavic, and that's what many people are saying. But I wouldn't be surprised if DJI threw like but wait, there's more, and there's like one other drone. That'd be pretty awesome, or at least updating maybe some of their prior drones. Maybe there's going to be like a new Phantom, maybe there'll be a Phantom 5. Who knows? That'd be pretty interesting. Anyone know if you can factory reset for firmware on the Phantom 3 standard, as the latest update has caused my camera to stop broadcasting? You used to be able to roll back updates on the DJI app, I think, or on computer, but I'm not really sure if you can anymore. You used to be able to, not sure anymore, but I know you can't just like factory reset it and we'll go back to the original firmware. I wish you could, that'd be great, but yeah. You can, but it's hard to figure out. Yeah, I imagine it probably is pretty hard to do because DJI doesn't really want you going back, because a lot of the times the updates fix things or like add things like, oh, what's one thing that they've added recently? I don't even know. I can't think of anything right now. I haven't updated my Phantom 3 standard is probably on like some super old firmware by now. I haven't updated it in forever. So yeah, I wish I could help you out more, but yeah. Do you watch Logan Paul? I keep seeing that coming up. No, I don't watch Logan Paul. He's a terrible person. I mean, I do believe people should have second chances and stuff, but I mean, what he did was just not good. I don't want to say any more about that in this stream, but no, no, no. I don't watch either of the Paul brothers. They just are, yeah, I don't like them. How was Mexico? Mexico was great. I got a lot of amazing drone shots. If you didn't see my vlogs from then, go check them out. One of them specifically got a lot of views on it. I mean, okay, I guess I kind of clickbaited, but yeah, I mean, one of them got like 10,000 views, which is the most I've ever gotten on any of my vlogs, which it like blew my mind. I was really happy about that. It was it was titled "Getting Caught for Flying a Drone in Mexico?" ? And yeah, that one has almost 11,000 views now, which is pretty crazy. That's like the most views that I've gotten on a video in the last probably last 3 months, maybe 2 months. No, definitely more than 3 months. The last video that had over, holy cow, the last video that had over 10,000 views was back in August. That's kind of sad. But thanks for everybody who watched that video. Pretty awesome. 4 months, you know exactly. Thanks. Okay, I know I said a couple more questions, but I guess a couple more questions because I like answering you guys' questions. But I do definitely have to be like off this stream by 6:20 p.m. because I have to like leave and do something. So yeah, but what do you think about the GoPro Karma? Well, it is now officially dead. GoPro discontinued it, so RIP Karma. Yeah, dope or nope, small pocket drone, Eachine E52 review. Yep, that is the one. That is the video that got over 10,000 views the last. Can you sell me your Phantom 3? Sorry, but no. There's been a lot of people, the reason why I'm answering this is because there's been a lot of people asking about that. Will I sell my Phantom 3 standard over there? And the answer, up there. And the answer is no, I will not be selling it. I apologize, because I still do want to use it. So, yeah. Can I buy your Mavic from you for $5? Absolutely not. Carson, is that a wallpaper behind you or something else? That, I painted that. Isn't that awesome? I painted that wall. I'm really proud of it. I did it over the summer, and yeah, it is not a wallpaper. Lots of people have actually asked that. It is just something I painted myself, and it took me a solid 3 days to complete. But yeah, I think it ended up looking pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool background. Everybody who always walks into my room who has never been in my room before is like, whoa, that's really cool. So, yeah, it's not a wallpaper. But thanks for thinking it was that good. I like it. Well done. Thank you, Connor. I'm getting a drone. Can you please tell me which one you like better, Phantom 4 or Mavic Pro? I answered that earlier, so I'm not going to answer that again. I apologize. You're answering all my comments, and it's like you're a celeb, so Lewis or Louis? Lewis, I'm pretty sure it's Lewis. I'm not a celeb, but thank you for thinking so. Where's your brother? He is probably sitting out on the couch right now watching YouTube videos. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's home right now. Which mouse do you use? I don't use a mouse. I use a trackpad. I use the Magic Trackpad 2 from Apple. I love this thing. This thing's great because I edit off of my Mac, and like before I never had a full setup like this. Which, by the way, this is completely off topic, but if you didn't notice, I got some pretty sick looking lights here now. Shout out to LifeX. LifeX Z is what I got, and I've been really happy with these things. They are awesome. You can customize them really however you want. I have blue down underneath, and then I have a strip running along the back side of my desk, and that, as you can see, I have like a little bit of green accent here where the screen is, and then all the rest is the same color blue. So yeah, but that was completely off topic. But anyways, before I had like an entire setup, I never really fully had a screen and like a keyboard and mouse and stuff like that. So I always edited off of my Mac. So I just became used to editing with all the gestures and stuff on a trackpad. So that's why I got, wow, that was loud. So that's why I got this, and that's why I use the Magic Trackpad. I mean, it's like $130, I think. I'm not sure if it was worth the money, but I mean, I've been using it. It's great. So can you use an iPad for the DJI with no wireless? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but some DJI drones can be used with the iPad. I think actually all drones, as long as the iPad isn't like super old and it's not outdated, and the DJI Go app can still be downloaded on it, I'm pretty sure you can still use it. But yeah, I do like your wall. I'm going to have to do that myself. Awesome. One thing, if anybody ever wants to do this wall, it took forever, but the way that I did it, and if you look really closely, it has really seamless lines on it. Like, really, I mean, like, look at that. It looks like it was basically a wallpaper, but the way that I did that is I first painted the base layer all white. As you can see, those are the strips right there. Man, I can't trace a line for the life of me. I painted the base layer, and then I let that dry for like a day, and then I taped over with, I think I might still have some of the tape, with this stuff right here, this 3M Delicate with edge lock tape right here. This is what it looked like, and I just taped up a bunch of random lines, and that's how I taped that up. And then after that, to get the seamless, like incredibly sharp lines, I actually went back over. This was an extra step that took me forever, and I went with the base layer and painted over the tape so it would seal up the edges of the tape. And that's like a life hack. If you're ever painting a wall and you need really sharp edges, that's how I did that. So I painted the base layer, and so the white, and then after that I let that dry for like another couple of hours, and then I began painting all these boxes individually, randomly. And so yeah, that's how I did that wall. If anybody ever wants or wanted to know how I actually completed that, but yeah, I would highly recommend doing the second step of actually painting over the tape to seal up the edges. If I wouldn't have done that, the lines probably, there would have been a lot of bleeding, and I would have had to do some touch-ups, and it was just, I really preferred doing the method of just painting over the tape, because then I didn't have to touch up later. Phil and Nolan, hi, hello, how are you doing? How you ever been bullied? That question didn't make too much sense, but I've definitely been bullied a lot in my life. Much more recently, not so much because of YouTube and stuff. I mean, there have definitely been bullies about my YouTube channel, people always making fun of it and stuff, but I've just kind of gotten used to that being the norm by now. I saw a question, the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 review. I would love to check that out. That thing would be awesome to check out. I have, if you hadn't seen my video from like a while ago, I think it has like 30,000 views on it now or something like that. I reviewed the Zhiyun Smooth Q, and I've not used that thing like since the summer. I haven't had a use to, but it really is an amazing stabilizer for the price and everything. And now with the Osmo Mobile 2 being comparable to the like the smooth Q. I'm pretty sure they're the same price, like $140 now. I would love to check out the Mobile 2. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of triggered people out there who just recently got the original Mobile, but I mean, I I'm pretty enticed to checking out or intrigued, not enticed. I'm pretty intrigued with the Osmo Mobile 2 and would like to check it out. Hey, I have the Mobile 2. Nice. Thanks for the answer. The Smooth Q is not that bad, but for $130, the Mobile 2 is awesome. Wait, so the Mobile 2 is $130? I thought it was $140. That's a really good price then in that case. All right, I'm gonna answer 3 more questions and then I gotta go because I gotta go to a band thing. Because if you don't know, I play trumpet, and so yeah, I gotta go to that. What DSLR camera should I get, and how much money do you make off of YouTube? Well, the first part I can answer. For a beginner, if you're looking for a budget, I reviewed this thing a while back. It is the Panasonic G7 KS, if you want the specific model. This is the silver version, and it is a camera that can shoot 4K, and it's amazing. And I've really enjoyed it, but one thing that's a definite downside of this is if you are shooting in 4K in video, the autofocus absolutely sucks. It's really annoying because when you switch it back to 1080p, it has amazing autofocus that's like really quick and comparable to like Canon cameras that is known for like the best autofocus out there. But that is definitely one downside of this thing, but I would recommend the G7 if you want a budget camera. If you're wanting a more expensive camera, then I would check out maybe, I don't know, probably the Panasonic whatever 4. I forget. Somebody mentioned the name the other day, and I can't remember the name now anymore again. But all right, 2 more questions. Favorite food. Favorite food is probably lasagna, or if it's like a sweet food, then Cinnabon. Cinnabon is amazing. 1 more. Who's gonna be the last question? Drum roll, please. Let's see. What's an interesting question? Whose will it be? Some of these are statements, so they're not necessarily questions that I can answer. All right, last question. I saw it popped by, but now I can't find it. I wish I could credit whoever it was. Somebody asked, do you want a new channel banner? A new channel banner would be great. I've been stuck with the same channel banner like layout for like literally since I created this channel so probably almost, well, not, it's like 2.5 years maybe, almost 3 years now. So I would love to have a new banner, but I'm not that creative. I mean, as you can see by looking at the channel banner, I was the one who created that in the first place. I'd also like a new like photo, like for the like how I have now. It's just like a blue background and then it's like a drawn vector of myself. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. See, the thing is I want a new banner and a new like profile picture, but I don't know. I'm just kind of stuck with what I have now because, like I said, I'm not very creative. And I mean, if anybody out there wants to create me one, I can't necessarily guarantee you payment. I mean, I kind of have to, I don't know. If I like it and if I end up using it, that's how I should word it. If I end up using it, then I would definitely be willing to give you some money for your work because it'd be awesome. If somebody could out there in the audience create me a logo or something like that, or a banner, a new banner, that'd be great. But please don't be upset if somebody out there, if you go and create a banner or something, please don't be upset if I don't use it because like I said, I just kind of like the one that I have now, but I also want a new one. If there's something newer and better, then I will definitely change it. But, yeah, so that was the last question. I apologize if you weren't, if your question wasn't answered, but thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining into this stream. Again, this was a beta. In a way, this was a beta. I definitely want to try doing some streaming like this more often, like in a more professional manner, and have definitely not the light being blowing out my face the entire time. Just overall a better experience here. So this was a beta, but thank you to everybody who joined in. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, give this stream a thumbs up if you liked it, and check out some of my other videos on this channel. If you'd like to see more videos like from me that aren't just a stream, some more professional content. Also, if you're new to this channel and you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below. I try to upload pretty frequently, but I haven't recently because of school being back. But I want to try and do some more soon. But yeah, that was, oh, one more thing. Also follow me on socials at Carson M Tech on like everything. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Google Plus, which I don't really use. But if you want to follow me there, go ahead. But anyways, that is it for this stream. Thank you everybody who joined in. You guys are awesome. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.